And this just coming in, we're learning that President Moon's meeting with Chinese Premier Li Keqiang is currently underway after being delayed a few times throughout the evening, as all of their multilateral summits early in the day lasted longer than initially scheduled. Our Moon Go-young will keep us posted on the updates from the meeting. Staying with President Moon's third and final leg of his 8-day three-nation Southeast Asia tour, he was the keynote speaker at the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit before hundreds of business leaders from the region and beyond. He placed great emphasis on the importance of Seoul and member nations building a closer relationship. Hwang Ho-jun has the highlights of the president's speech.
President Moon's keynote speech at the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit marked 20 years since the establishment of ASEAN Plus Three and 10 years since the signing of a free trade agreement between South Korea and ASEAN. In his address, President Moon introduced the so-called Korea-ASEAN Future Community Doctrine.
제가 생각하는 우리의 미래는 3P 공동체입니다. 사람과 사람, 마음과 마음이 이어지는 사람 공동체. 안보 협력을 통해 아시아 평화에 기여하는 평화 공동체, 호혜적 경제 협력을 통해 함께 잘 사는 상생 번영의 공동체입니다.
Moon said he will work to make relations more people-oriented and do more to increase multilateral human exchanges between Seoul and Southeast Asian countries, including more summit meetings, government-level meetings, also promoting exchanges between businesses and students. Those efforts will include re-examining Korea's visa system to make it easier for people from those countries to come to South Korea. President Moon also pledged to visit all 10 ASEAN member states during his time in office. As for peace, President Moon vowed to reinforce cooperation with ASEAN in areas including national defense, security, and defense industries. More specifically, President Moon outlined the importance of joint efforts to confront Pyongyang's nuclear and missile threats, terrorism and violent extremism, and cyber terror, and to cultivate a prosperous future relationship between Korea and ASEAN member countries. President Moon vowed to increase economic cooperation. That includes the goal of doubling contributions to the Korea-ASEAN Cooperation Fund by 2019 and expanding trade with ASEAN to $200 billion by the year 2020. He even pledged to support next year's Asian Games hosted in Indonesia with 5G wireless communication technology, which will be launched on a trial basis during the upcoming 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. This isn't the first time that President Moon has mentioned the need to enhance Korea's relationship with Southeast Asia. His new southern policy seeks to elevate relations with the region to the level of those with Korea's four key neighbors, the US, China, Japan, and Russia. Its counterpart, the new northern policy, seeks to reinforce economic cooperation with Russia and other countries in Eurasia. President Moon has persistently argued that expanding Korea's diplomatic horizon is essential for establishing peace and prosperity in the region. Hwang Ho-jun, Arirang News.